LeBron James returned home today. LeBron James, in the only game that he will play in Cleveland this year, uh, now that he's a member of the Los Angeles Lakers, returned home, and it was a far different reception this time than what happened 8 years ago when he, then a new member of the Miami Heat, came to Cleveland, and they booed him incessantly. They booed him every possession that he got. Every time he had the ball, he was booed incessantly by the Cleveland Cavalier fans. And this time it was different. There was a tribute video to him, and the Cleveland Cavalier crowd cheered him, but it probably should have been even better. Their reception overall, it should have been kind of like how the love Kobe got in LA. You know what I mean? The fact that LeBron with Kyrie were able to bring a title to this team, a title to this city, the first major sports championship they've had in over 50 years, and while you're respectful and you cheer him, it should have been greater, man. He came back and did something. I don't know whether LeBron James will ever admit this, but I know that 2016 championship meant more to him than those two Heat titles. They're able to come back from adversity, to come back from 3-1, and to be able to do that against statistically the greatest regular season team of all time, it doesn't get as much respect as it should, as it really should. And the Lakers were able to win tonight. They held on. Cleveland played well, considering how bad a team they are. I think they're now 2-13 or 2-14, one of the two. They're a horrible team without LeBron James and to a lesser extent without Kevin Love. But the game itself wasn't all that important. LeBron had I think 32 points, maybe 14 rebounds, 7 assists. But this is one of those games where it's not really about the game. It's about the atmosphere around the game. And, LeBron James will forever be linked to Cleveland. That's where he was born. Well, not Cleveland, but Ohio, Akron. But that's the state he was born in. And he came to the NBA with Cleveland. Before LeBron James was drafted in 2003, Cleveland was one of the worst teams in the NBA. They had been a terrible team ever since that late 80s, early 90s team of Brad Daugherty and Mark Price and Hot Rod Williams and all those guys, retired or whatever. After that team was pretty bad. And LeBron brought that team back to relevancy. Well, Mike Fratello had a couple of years where he had some good teams there, but some decent teams, but you know what I mean. LeBron James brought that team back to relevancy. And the Cleveland Cavalier fan base should have been cheering and stomping and giving this man a 5-minute ovation. It should have been even more. And that goes to show you how LeBron James is indeed one of the most polarizing figures in sports. He's not beloved, and he never will be. And it's disturbing. I'm telling you, I always tell you guys, I tried to be biased. I have my biases, but you'll always notice that I'm very sympathetic toward people. I'm not one of these guys who will just consistently shit on somebody all the time. Well, unless it's Draymond Green or Tom Brady, then fuck them. But it's just interesting, man, how some people like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or Julius Erving are just always beloved, But there are some people like a Russell Westbrook or LeBron James or back in his era, even Kareem was not necessarily beloved by people. He was respected but not beloved. And it's just how some people are, man. Some people get that and some people don't. But whatever. Tell me what you guys think.